in Week 9. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down.
From the gun, Britt. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
On the play. And the Lions first down.
Throwing on first down, Britt. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Britt. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So here come the Vikings with a long field ahead of them. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, Cook. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Vikings send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up.
Looking to throw. Britt. And this one's incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Number 82.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10. Britt, open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hawkinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Back to throw. Britt. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Britt is going to float this one deep right side. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Dalvin Cook.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
On the carry.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
from the gun, it's Locke. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Give to Cook out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Locke to Jefferson on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Block working out of the gun. Complete. Jefferson the target. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Dalvin Cook.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
on the ground, it's Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. The throw was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
3, Lions nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Britt. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
To throw on 3rd down. Britt. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Britt will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Britt. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway.
Kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
3-3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love about the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, it says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
7-yard pick.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Looking sideline, incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
8 yards to go.
Lock going to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Britt. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Looking to throw. Britt. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 40.
To throw on 2nd down. Britt, catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
They'll run here with Swift. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw. Britt into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Vikings take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the carry, it's Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, block. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Oh, pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Looking to throw on second down. Britt, open man is Kirk, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Lions first down.
Operating from the gun. Britt out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pick.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with Moss. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
42-yard line.
From the gun, Britt. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun. Block. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, it's Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fights through it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Britt. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Complete to DeAndre Swift.
To throw on 2nd down. Britt. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Britt. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, Gray.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
A 37-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Lions 6, Vikings 3.
Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the 2nd half of the season. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Jaguars who are out in front. The Jags seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Kareem Hunt taking over. 2 touchdowns thus far. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And that one all even as they play the visiting Bucs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Vikings send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st down, Britt. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 15-yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt, throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to number 82.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Britt firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Britt. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a game.
To me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Britt. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. From the gun, Britt. Flushed out right, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Britt. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Operating from the gun. Britt. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun. Britt, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
Vikings 3.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Locke. And that will be incomplete.
Locke's pass incomplete from the contact.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 51 yards on the punt there.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third down. Britt. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Yeah, nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
From the gun, Block. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Block. This one brought in by Jefferson. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
On the carry.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
He's tackled at the 32.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going with Moss on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right back to Moss. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's
the Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times on their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Britt. And a quick throw here, that's complete. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Block now on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lock. And his throw here is incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lock. That'll be complete to Cook. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That's taken on the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So here come the Lions now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing on 1st down. Britt. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
To number 82.
A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was out of his hands quickly into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Lions 15.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Block. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st and 10, Britt firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
8-yard line.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Britt Campbell making the catch. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
To number 80.
9
yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Britt got an open man. That's Campbell. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Moss, the ball carrier.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds. Looking for Hutchinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Lock. In the air now. It's by Jeff Okuda. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
By the Lions.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And shoves him off at the 20 and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
At the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
to throw on 2nd down. Britt steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
And Luck throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them. and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Detroit defense, we get set to watch them go. Block trying again after the pick six. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Smith Jr. incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Throwing his Locke on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field. Throwing after the interception. Locke. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now a run with Cook. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on third down.
Now 3rd down and long.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Offense.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The Lion ball carrier. The tackle made by Stephon.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First down, Lions.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Moss. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again here with Moss. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3. First down, Detroit.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.